Halo semuanya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Nadia Permata Putri. You can call me as Nadia. So, I'm here today to present my material about types of information system to essence decision making. And then we will learn about types of decision, information system for low manager, and then middle manager, and then the last is top manager. So, without wasting time anymore, we will start our learning for the first material about types of decision. So I want all of you to pay attention and full hearing. So I hope you enjoy this video. So halo semuanya. Nah sekarang kita akan bahas mengenai types of decision. First of all, we have this unstructured decision. An unstructured decision or non-programmed decision involves a lot of unknowns. They are generally based on criteria that are not well defined, and information is more likely to be ambiguous or incomplete. The decision maker may need to exercise some thoughtful judgment and creative thinking to reach a good solution. Nah, jadi teman-teman, keputusan yang tidak terstruktur ini atau keputusan yang tidak terprogram ini melibatkan banyak hal yang tidak diketahui. Keputusan ini umumnya didasarkan pada kriteria yang tidak terdefinisi dengan baik dan informasi menjadi ambigu dan tidak lengkap. Dan yang kedua, teman-teman, ada a semi-structured decision. This semi-structured decision is one where you have a good amount of information but still need some human judgment to make the final choice. A great example of this decision is hiring process. And then a semi-structured decision is one of which most of the factors needed for making the decision are known, but human experience and other outside factors might still impact the decision. And then part of the decision is structured like years of experience, education, etc. And part of the decision is based on human experience. It's like social skills, problem solving skills, and etc. And then I will explain a little bit. Keputusan semi terstruktur ini adalah jenis keputusan yang mana banyak faktor yang diperlukan sebenarnya sudah sangat jelas, namun masih melibatkan penilaian manusia dan faktor eksternal. Contohnya adalah dalam proses perekrutan karyawan, manajer menggunakan informasi terstruktur seperti pendidikan dan pengalaman dari kerja kandidat tersebut, tetapi juga manajer ini mempertimbangkan keterampilan sosial dan kemampuan interpersonal yang tidak selalu dapat diukur secara objektif. Selain itu, kondisi pasar atau tren industri juga dapat mempengaruhi keputusan ini, menjadikannya lebih kompleks namun tetap adaptif terhadap situasi yang berubah. Dan teman-teman, yang terakhir ada structured decision. Nah, this structured decision by contrast are repetitive and routine, and they involve a definite procedure for handling them so that they do not have to be treated each time as if they were new. In general, structured decisions are more prevalent at lower organizational level, whereas unstructured problems are more common at higher levels of the firm. Nah, jadi keputusan struktur ini adalah keputusan yang diambil secara rutin dan berulang, di mana ada prosedur yang jelas untuk menanganinya. Karena sudah ada panduan yang ditetapkan, keputusan ini tidak perlu diperlakukan sebagai hal baru setiap kali diambil. Pada umumnya, keputusan terstruktur ini lebih banyak ditemui di level organisasi yang lebih rendah, sementara masalah yang tidak terstruktur lebih sering dihadapi oleh manajemen tingkat atas. Nah, adapun teman-teman, kita akan membahas mengenai information system for top manager and middle manager and low manager. This is the thing that you have to know. Top manager, middle managers, operational managers, and employees have different types of decision and information requirements. You already see the picture that I make in my PowerPoint. We will start with our first information about information system for top manager, which is senior executive or top manager face many unstructured decision situations, such as establishing the firm's 5 or 10-year goals or deciding new markets to enter. These executives Information System, or ACE, is an information system that provides strategic information tailored to the needs of executives and other decision makers or top managers. So the top managers using this ACE to make their strategic decision. It provides them with immediate and easy access to select information about key features that are critical to organizational strategic objective. Example for this, the top level executive might use the touch screen to instantly view text and graphics that display the key areas of the organization. And then they have to face the problem for the firms for the 5 to years goals or deciding new markets to enter, answering the question, should we enter a new market like that? Will require access to news, government reports, and industry views, as well as high-level summaries of the firm performance. And then the strategy level is the big picture. It's a long-term focus and a point where the executive management focuses on the vision and mission of an organization. It could be clearly spelled out 2 years or 5 years vision of the company. And then I will explain a little. Nah, jadi eksekutif senior ini atau manajer puncak menghadapi banyak situasi keputusan yang tidak terstruktur, seperti menetapkan tujuan 5 atau 10 tahun perusahaan atau memutuskan pasar baru yang akan dimasuki, menjawab pertanyaan haruskah kita memasuki pasar baru. Nah, top manager ini teman-teman mengambil keputusan strategis yang kompleks yang memerlukan informasi terkini dan relevan. Sistem informasi seperti ACE ini atau tadi yang saya katakan sebagai Executive Information System itu akan sangat penting untuk mendukung proses ini, memungkinkan akses cepat ke data, memungkinkan akses cepat ke data kritis dan mendukung analisis yang diperlukan untuk menetapkan arah organisasi. Dengan memahami hubungan ini, IT profesional dapat lebih baik dalam merancang dan mengimplementasikan sistem yang mendukung kebutuhan manajerial tingkat eksekutif. Nah, teman-teman, we will start our learning to the information system for middle manager. So, this middle manager using a DSS. This DSS is an informational application as opposed to an operational applications. Informational application provide user with relevant information based on a variety of data sources to support better informed decision making. And then this middle manager face semi-structured decision scenarios, but their decisions might include unstructured components. This middle manager will obtain a report from the firm's enterprise system or distribution management system on order activity and operational efficiency at the distribution center. This middle manager will have to interview employees and gather more unstructured information from external sources about local economic conditions or sales trends. Nah, jadi manajer menengah ini sering menghadapi keputusan yang semi terstruktur, memerlukan kombinasi data kuantitatif dan kualitatif. Sistem informasi seperti DSS sangat penting untuk mendukung mereka dalam analisis data dan pengambilan keputusan yang lebih baik. Dengan memahami hubungan ini, organisasi dapat meningkatkan kemampuan manajer pada tingkatan menengah dalam membuat keputusan yang berkontribusi pada kesuksesan operasional dan strategis. Nah, jadi untuk kesimpulannya adalah pada tingkatan middle manager atau manajer tingkat menengah, mereka menggunakan ADSS ini atau Decision Support System untuk mengumpulkan data, baik itu data eksternal maupun data dari employer, yang mana itu adalah data kualitatif dan kuantitatif. And then we will learn about the last material is about information system for low manager. These low-level managers, those who run day-to-day operations and make routine decisions, use operation support systems. Nah, for operational management and rank and file employees tend to make more structured decisions. For example, a supervisor on an assembly line has to decide whether an hourly paid worker is entitled to overtime pay. If the employee works more than 8 hours on a particular day, the supervisor will routinely grant overtime pay for any time beyond 8 hours and that was collected on that day. These decisions are highly structured and are routinely made thousands of times in each day in most large firms. Low-level managers use operation support system. The role of operation support system is to efficiently process business transaction, control industrial process, support enterprise communication, and also update corporate database. There are three main categories that support low-level managers in decision making. The first is transaction processing system, is to manage and record daily transactions such as payroll and sales, and this system ensures that all transactions are recorded accurately and efficiently. And the second is process control system. This is a monitor and control the production process. For example, it can regulate machines on a assembly line to ensure that products are made according to set standard. And the last is computer-aided design software, used in certain contexts to design products or processes, assisting lower managers in making more informed decision based on the design created. Nah, jadi kesimpulannya adalah manajer rendah ini mengambil keputusan yang sangat terstruktur dan rutin, yang seringkali didukung oleh sistem informasi seperti sistem pemrosesan transaksi dan sistem kontrol proses. Dengan menggunakan sistem ini, mereka dapat membuat keputusan yang cepat dan akurat, menjaga kelancaran operasi sehari-hari, dan memastikan kepatuhan terhadap kebijakan perusahaan. Memahami hubungan ini penting bagi organisasi untuk meningkatkan efisiensi dan efektivitas dalam pengambilan keputusan operasional. Okay, it seems like we already in the end of my presentation. So all of you already see the material of me is about types of decision and information system for low, middle, and top manager. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask me, and I will try to answer it. So that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. I will end this. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye. See you.